Anyone else finding it hard to breathe?
Oh dear. Focus on something else, dear. Like how terrible the tusks smell.
We're here. Saved.
We're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp. All we need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown. We'll find a way. We always do. Are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious. The bane of every academic. I believe, for the first time in ages, that I am not afraid. I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement. But deep down, I was afraid. Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential. Of course you do. What blade cuts deeper than having unachievable standards for yourself? Since we met, everything I believed has been proven wrong. That the island can be controlled. That I alone can fix it. Even my parents. Gods. They really had no idea what they were doing. And look how that turned out. I'm so tired of being afraid. I need to accept my limitations or embrace them. Even if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. Really? I wouldn't know what to do with that much encouragement. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these little moments. You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that. If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy. I've heard the Wardens are very set in their ways. For better or worse. Usually the worse. Vidaro tried to form a trade agreement with the Council. Copper and glass in exchange for grain. They weren't interested in outside help. The Wardens value self-reliance. Maybe because they have an inflated sense of their own importance. No offense, Marius.
No, you pretty much got it right.
They have a righteous duty to protect these lands, and believe that it can and should be done without the help of outsiders. It's a bit like shooting yourself in the foot because you don't trust anyone else to wield the gun. Excellent. The Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education. If there's anything you've been dying to learn from an Animancer, now's the time. Unfortunately, that can take a lifetime. It's the sad reality of our work. But I'll give you the short version. Now, let's begin. You, drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention? Really? What's the last thing I said? Oh, I stand corrected. Even if you had dozed off, no harm done. Besides, that's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind. The better question is, can I still be an Animancer? Could I even make a difference? By burning Fior Messiverno, the Steel Garrote declared that animancy is not welcome in the living lands. And then there's the Dream Scourge, unraveling civilization as I don't know where that leaves me. The work my parents start, we don't even know if the living lands can be tamed politically, much less spiritually. All of my discoveries have led to dead ends. Where then do I turn? All I know for certain is that I've been going about this the wrong way. I should be an Animancer for the right reason. With the Dream Scourge, I haven't... At least someone thinks so. Thank you for believing in me. Whether or not I believe in... Oh yes. The little butterflies in my stomach are more restless than ever. When I joined you, I needed to put a stop to the Dream Scourge. So much has changed since then. There may be nothing for me in the garden. Nothing I haven't learned outside of it. But I still want to see it for myself. Something tells me the garden would defy any attempt to measure it. One cannot catalog the impossible. On a journey such as this, it's better to cast aside your expectations. They can only... Until next time.
Yatsley, I have a question.
Oh no, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing's wrong. Envoy? I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat? Fui tu meio, Envoy. I don't know. There's just so much. Right. Maybe it would. Thanks, Envoy. I feel this fear inside. This heart pounding, can't breathe. It's like I'm dying every time. I've been bit by core vipers, fallen into old spike pits, drank cure water from a Zarep shaman. And it never felt like this. It's as if the thought of being here, of returning home, is the deadliest thing I can imagine. And it's getting worse. I imagine you can. You've been through a lot. You've already died once, for God's sake. It's more than just going home, I think. It's everything. The politics, the people, the way I left. I betrayed the traditions I was raised on, and I don't know why. I've seen that island off the coast all my life, and I grew up hearing tales about the garden. But it always felt like a legend. Like those old tales about the god. Do you blame me? A magical place Solace has been sworn to protect since it was founded. And no one can go there? Sounds to me like a good way to get a nosy kid to stop asking questions. There is something that's bothering me. Specifically, if you can spare a moment. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of memory. Like there are answers in my head I can't get to. They seem to be about a village, somewhere north of Solace. Fear and... Thanks, Envoy. It might be nothing, but it'll be nice having backup whenever I go to find it. Anyway. What do you want to talk about? Mount Forja erupts every few years. Usually just small little burps of ash and a few extra lava flows. It's like it wants to remind everyone it's still here. Which is ridiculous, really. Smell that rotten egg scent on the wind? That's Forja. As much as I want to blame it on Kai. Just another reason the people of Solace tend to stay inside. There's a place in the southwest of the Tusk called the Slumbering Fields. It's full of dry brambles and plants with nasty thorns. There used to be an old Pargrunan aqueduct out there, but it hasn't been used for a long time. No one's sure why the water stopped flowing, but without it, we've been drinking subterranean runoff for ages. That's all I know, really. Let's see. First rule in Galawain's tusks is to be grateful for every breath. The air itself is poisonous here, if you breathe enough of it. Don't overexert yourself, and keep your heartbeat slow. A wet cloth over your mouth and nose will help. Remember that this place wants to kill you at all times. Act like your every step is putting you in danger. And make sure to clear your eyes, ears, and nose every now and then. Ash builds up faster than you'd expect. You know, if you're this interested in survival in the living lands, we can take this even further. We've done all right out here, but there's always more to know if you want us to... So, what do you want to learn? Right. A lot of that is physical control of your movements. The rest of it is simply knowing where to step. I'll show you what I can, but you'll have to do stretches in the mornings. Preferably where yachts... Now let's begin. Right. That about does it. At least now I don't have to worry about you so much out there. I can spend my time watching over Kai and Yatsley. Teaching is its own reward, I guess.
a moment? Moment, Marius?
Right. I guess I do.
Do you ever want... Wonder how we invented bread.
What?
I...
Schemes in the dark. The mountains shift in unknowable shapes. The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place. The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such beast of treachery smells you? It stalks you across. A sword for a settlement? The scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Threat another time. A hidden strike, a bond. Have your hands known this? An oak, everlasting. Why? A certain spring. The storm blows up. What good is a vow if it can break? Trust. We have learned much. Drink.
Never thought I'd say this, but I miss the farms.
Welcome to Serena's Mercy, outsider. There's nothing for you to see here.
You let me out right now!
Will you pipe down over there?
I'm innocent!
No, you gave the goods back. That's something else. Grow today, grow tomorrow. Hope you look.
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes.
I admit I took a few things from Pargruna memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them. Expeditions have costs. You can't line a pocket that's full of holes. Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the Deadfire. Well, it's not. Every day...
We do fine without grape.
I just needed to survive.
You can't just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but I'm not paid enough to argue with it. You're free to go.
About time. I owe you, whoever you are. Actually, wait, I can do better than that. Take my notes. Just do me a favor and don't tell Sansa where I've been. I'll come up with something.
Gods, what happened here?
If I never smell sulfur again, it'll be too soon.
Isn't this a homely little fortress? So warm, so welcoming.
Outsiders aren't permitted in Solace Keep. Turn your ass around and go back the way you came. Precisely. We don't welcome outsiders in Solace. It's a violation of Tenet 3 of Nandru's 9. No person, excepting wardens of the Pargrunen, shall be granted safe harbor without express heretofore established by Nandru, the first warden, or without the attestation of an established, honored warden of the keep. That is correct. Without the Solace Council or a warden to vouch for you, your presence in the keep is forbidden. No warden, no keep.
I hate to drag Marius into this mess, but we're going to need him.
You again? I told you the first time.
Ah, Fuitu Mayu. It's Cosmine. Just let me...
Huh? Marius? No.
That would be news to me.
You? Asshole! You show your face now? Now?
Several times, but I hit more than I missed.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Jitule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't... And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense. I can't allow that. You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden. Why, you pencil-pushing, god-kissing little bookworm!
Try it. See how quickly I forget that we... Do you think the Council will care about your promises when a Death Guard and her army turns Solace inside out?
Fuito, Marius. You've grown an edge since you... I'll let you in, but be warned.
I doubt it. Nothing really...
You'll see for yourself. The Council isn't what it was. Lower it on down.
I admit it. Solace is damned impressive. Just be aware... of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls. Gods. Here we go.
Come on! Come! If it's the new recruit, Lady, every day the same thing.
Believe they didn't tell me about that. Wait, you're not from the hunting party. Where's the hunting party? They were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Idiots. Better not have gotten themselves killed. We need the supplies. I swear if they've gotten themselves drunk out there, I'm going to turn them into leather.
You... Just like Nandru. You have his markings. The council would lose its mind.
Mihala is going to...
But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here.
I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep.
An outlander.
Don't mean to be disrespectful, but we'd prefer not to deal with your kind.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunen affairs are Pargrunen affairs. We don't...
Even if it costs you your life, Mother, you'd rather die than ask...
Kostya has a lot to answer for. Poisoning our youth's See? Even the Outlander agrees with me. Kostya means well, but Mihala knows what happens if we allow the Outlanders inside. They'll take. Soon they'll attempt to tell us our ways are wrong. That we, until nothing of us is left, and we...
At least we'll be...
Enough. No more of this.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunen are done...
I don't want to hear another word of...
An Outlander.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunen are done for.
Is that Marius? He's alive.
Welcome back to Odica's Nails, an outsider.
Sanctuary of Nandru. Hasn't changed a bit.
Blood in this crowd. An outsider here.
So you're the outsiders my guards led you to the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to... And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should... If you have a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough. I don't care who you are. Unless the council has approved it, no outsiders are allowed. And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to reap me. Gods, yes. The wardens take an oath to protect the keep. That includes... Not that you'd know, but... The council isn't known for their... None of this is even my job. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but... It's been weeks and no one's heard anything. Not one I wanted. His post has been... Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No jerk. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare. Would you? That would take a load off of me. The council... Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappears. I can't have one of my wardens like this. Drunk. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Pet...
We ran into Petru and Emerald Stair. What has he gotten himself into?
We should lend a hand.
Leave me, please. Leave me, please.
Make it...
Mihala understands. Mihala understands. Mihala understands you.
Be careful with this one. We believe it's the source.
Exactly.
Welcome to the task. Be courteous while in Solace's halls, and you check the board for bounties. Anything catch your eye, feel free to take it on. You'll be rewarded accordingly. Resources are scarce out here. No. Our fighters are more than capable, but they are stretched thin. Times are hard. Bring Magran's wrath upon the enemies of Sol.
Damn. Outsiders in the... Marius? You're back? God's alive.
Mina, is that you? Didn't recognize you with all that whiskey smelling.
The whiskey helps me sleep. I've been working Things would be a lot better if he was still in charge. Left? That what he told you? Sucker. Our captain didn't just up and disappear. Something must have happened to him. It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Not unless we're on assignment at an outpost. Your friend Marius here is an example as to what happened. Some people don't like that. Petru... He's skirted. He usually goes out for a day or two, but always comes back. I figure... something must have happened to him. I think so too. I'd love to look into it, but Look, I know it's not your business. If you happen to go by the abandoned Warden Tower, just even a clue as to where he is. Never thought I'd see an outsider do more for me than my...
Sometimes people just leave. He's probably drunk somewhere feeling bad about it.
He's right, huh?
That's it. I'm cutting you off, Mina.
That
sucked.
Better than this mystery.
What do you want?
That's...
Depends on what you care about. There's a bounty. I heard something about the trade caravan, but... And Mina here's been blubbering for a while. But that's all I've got. Suit yourself.
Oh, great. Outsider, you need something? Never once, and now that I have, I can't say I care for it. Leave our keep and our garden be...
Listen, everyone wants seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal. Well, I don't... thought you were it. I am the ringleader of this circus. no one does anything without a belly full of honestly, Marius here would catch something better than I could rustle up for.
I just do what I do. You make last week's salt pork taste like this week's salt pork.
Take a compliment, Amakura. You're a good hunter. Always were. I have a little time to chat right now. What can I do for you? Oh, my friend, let me tell you something. It's best not to worry about what's in the food. We eat what we have. We depend mostly on our hunters and patrols to bring back whatever they can find. Of course, that means I have to be creative to find ways to make everything edible and palatable, at least. Exactly. These mountains aren't called Galloway's tusks because there's food stuck between them. Anything that's not a mushroom or bread is a blessed day luxury around here. And actual meat? Good luck. Councillor Kostia wants things to change around here. He wants to work with the others. Imagine it. Fish from Thirdborn. Wild game from Paradise. Yes, I forgot. I don't know what I would do if my home was destroyed like that. I guess I take what we... Tradition says we have to survive without help from them. Tradition has kept these walls standing. Well, it's... I couldn't tell you. And I skinned it myself. Best of luck out there, my friends. And stay away from... Greetings.
Outsiders in the halls Nandru built himself.
The very image of Nand... Ah, the infamous Ediran envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land. I wonder if you share it. And perhaps Solus is in luck. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the tusks is? It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councillors fuss. It's all paradoxical, isn't it? The councillors would tell you this is our calling. They're detractor. Me, I'm just concerned about keeping us all alive. There's an old godless aqueduct system in slumbering fields, far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them. Thank you. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower.
This is not good. Oh, good. Someone's come along. I can't believe the only person that stopped is an outsider. Will you help me, please? Ugh, my hammer. One of the smiths down below sold it to me, and I'm not likely to get such a... But with all the construction going on here, I think it's somewhere down there. Do you think you can find it, Honestly, it all started when my grandfather was a baby.
Solace has been under constant construction since Nandru set the first stone.
It does not matter. Can you save my hammer or not? There isn't exactly a surplus of them around here. Especially not one that's held to the caliber. Please! I can't afford a new one. Oh, Murti, I'll wait. Found a spider the size of my face in my quarters last night.
Again? Ugh. I bet the officers up above don't have to deal with that.
On the bright side, the legs are pretty.
What time is dinner?
hope no one sees me like this. Who let you in here? What do you want? No, of course not. Who am I? I must live. No. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my... But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an truly? Oh, I shall have to wear something really dazzling. Now, shoo! Outsider! I've never seen someone so tall.
Since the days of Nandru himself, have we stood watch over the garden, as shall our descendants and their descendants. Move along, outsider. Consultation hours are... Oh, no, of course not. What can I do for one? Our beloved founder. Nandru sought to create a sanctuary. Many believe Nandru was led here by a spirit guardian of some kind. Regardless, many of his traditions remain in place to this. Well, that is a topic of much discussion. We know that in the end, some foolish souls say that Nandru traveled to the garden and hogwash. I believe Nandru died alone, having found his side. Unfortunately, all we have is belief. Nandru's remains were never... If you ask these absolute Zarims, they'd say not at all. I maintain that our founder envisioned a safe place for all. Sorina's vision was more about safety for the people. Blessed Sorina. She led Solid. She was a forceful and diligent leader who oversaw the many, myself included. Well, that is hogwash. If you ask about the tilled ground made for growing plants, no. But Nandru did speak of a garden from time to time. He created... No one can say for sure what the garden meant to him, for none has set foot there. He was compassionate. Tradition says, not a word of tradition. What more can I do to enlighten you? All philosophy is controversial here. Thoughts that do not... We pass on the oral histories of Solace. In return, what can a humble historian and philosopher do?
People say Wodika is the goddess of law.
You must be the outsider, I've heard so much.
Bolty?
Marius? Wontek. What can I do for Solace's most... I am an attendant of the Council of Solace. Currently, it is my honor to watch over the Shrine of Woden.
You mean it's your honor to stay where the Council can keep an eye on you? The way I heard it, Bolty had a reputation for taking things from the armory and selling them to trade.
I paid my debt.
Yeah, well, the Council is keeping...
Haven't seen Petro around in a while. Wonder what he's been doing.
Ready yourselves. The Council's just up this lift.
My friend's name, would anybody put him in charge?
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason. I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night.
And if they are here, let them come. So
they destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for solace, even these ancient walls, if that's all you'll do, you might as well not.
Although I wonder why we should bother. We heard that you were responsible for a great many. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer. Indeed. But you've brought us news. What do you expect us to do for you? There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, Envoy?
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by... He once wrote that the island spoke to him.
The Envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our...
The markings on your face. I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe. Enough. I know you Outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder... If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? With the living archives, we did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it. But I fear you will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch, or even if we knew of the potential of another path. We couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of... You are an outsider, and will remain one forever. Envoy, you and...
However noble you may believe your purpose,
it's mine.
You have no more standing in these halls than the Envoy does. We have no obligation, and indeed, no inclination to help you. Good.
Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted.
With all due haste.
And Marius? Don't stay gone so long.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come.
Follow me.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but you'd be better off tracking the steel garrote. At least they...
Poor Marius. At least I only had to deal with one...
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way. No, indeed. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because she won't let our people leave or speak with outsiders. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru. It's why I play my part where she can see. She's a zealot. Much like your Inquisitor Ludwig, I suspect. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Do you understand me? The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. We will not last here much longer. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, all of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. I lied to you. I'm sorry, but I couldn't let Mihala know the truth. She would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care. Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have... I am an aging dwarf. From his... Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him, but... If a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf...
You give them the keep?
You'd be giving up everything your people built here.
The keep. It's inane tradition. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarroth in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least I can do is buy a future. I have been nothing but honest with you about my intention to stay. If that is treachery, then I shall Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but... After Fior, I suspect you Adirans think of the people of the Living Lands as little more than but... An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation. It might seem a foolish idea. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand. You are not the first I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too. Of course, but need she be stopped by you? In any case, the Stilgarroth are at the Do as you will. That will not happen. If also... Well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days. And... Oh, please.
Right, I get it.
I do, Marius. Because I trust you. Is that so outrageous? You were
You have a funny way of...
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, Envoy. It is definitely a possibility. I wouldn't be surprised if there were clues to the... They are to the north of Solace Keep. And beware. If my warden's reports are look for Elder Grigor at the archive. Thank you for this.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Joe.
An outlander. What do you think it means?
That's edible. Well, looking forward to it, though.
My gods, they're killing... Outlander, my gods, help me! The archives, please, gods! My brothers, my fellow monks. Oh my gods, how could this... Oh, thank the gods. Head north along the main road. The archives are on... Look for Grigor. He'll know... Huh?
Let's finish this.
Zarb tracks. Lots of them. We're entering hostile territory.
This has seen better days. This was animate.
That Nimduke Petru definitely got himself locked up in the Ash Forest. He'll still be there. Zarbs didn't get to him first.
for the wheel.
Who are you, spirit? Go away. I know you're not real.
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the justice of the wild.
The plagues corrupted the rest of us. The steel corrode. Now our minds broken. I won't let it take you. Not.
Oh, hey, look.
We've both seen this before.
Is that my name? Alfir. I've been wondering. What is it me I'm frightened of? My soul is mine. Mine, it will not be despoiled. Oh, gods, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop.
Right. She's gone. I'd almost suggest leaving her like this. So what's the plan?
None shall pass, she said. The room who owed a kabak.
They're coming!
Let's go!
Patience!
What's this?
Be safe! Quick as a fox!
Under my...
Hide!
Couldn't have done it better. Did you see me, Marius?
Be ready. Lava can be really off-putting if you're not used to it.
Must maintain peace.
Sure. I'm almost ready. Give me a second. I need a move.
Just wait.
We've got company!
Hurry in the brush!
That's all of them.
Here!
Nicely done.
Here! Yeah.
Oh, a trap. I think I've come across the discovery of a life. It's all the alone time in the living ark. It's like this, though. I'm in search of an oasis of fertile land and lush vegetation. My elders called it a waste of time. The
texts say that there are traces still. I don't understand the mechanism. I'll be honest though, I'm not very good at ancient language. Activating the sigil. Will you? Oh, thank. I'll be waiting right. How goes the puzzle solving? It's real then? The oasis? I must get...
Watch yourself.
You won't get it.
In the eye! Hide to your left!
goes. Thank the gods. You're just flesh and blood, the same as I. If you spent as much time in the ashes as I have, you'd fear it. They come at night, you see. The blight. It isn't natural, none of it. And yet as you must, I'll see my duty through. You publicly agree with Councilman Kostya one time, and suddenly, you're a part of what I've done. What I've done? I did nothing, but maybe our oath to Nandru will doom us. Maybe. Anyway, I've been talking too much.
We can't. No, we can't. They were sick.
Spare them.
At least we got out alive.
Ah, thank the gods. You're the first customer Anyway, you looking to... bothered? Yes. The concern's appreciated, but besides... So...
Outlanders! You! By the gods! Deliver us! They've gone mad! They're destroying everything! The archives! My monks are tearing our book. I've lost my monks and most of our books over the last... But the Book of Oaths and the Book of Gods... We recently brought the Book of Oaths to the Par... And the Book of the Before should be... Now go!
We see! Burn the light!
Under my...
Stand!
Ori in the front!
I'll fix it!
I don't see it!
Your days are numbered!
That was fun.
Trespassers! Muggles!
See you! Invaders in the dark! Come on! Come on!
Yeah.
Who's next? Anyone?
Thank you! Oh gods! You're a blessing, Envoy. Thank the gods. Thank you, yes, thank you. I need a book. Once I have it, it's called The Book of the Before. Have you seen it? He what? Oh, no. Please, no, no. Oh, I read it often when I first became a monk. It inspired me. Besides, no one else read it. No one. Please, just find it and bring it back. It should be somewhere in the archives proper. I'll be here when you've got it.
She sounds desperate.
Have you got the Book of the Before? A lot. If I can make it out. Come on, do you?
The branch breaks. In the eyes! Trespassers.
Never had a chance.
Yeah.
Envoy, the book! Have you got the book of the before? Wait. I don't know anything about it.
Think hard before you get yourself exiled. That attitude won't...
Please, just give me the list. No, I can't do that. Just give me the damn list. Me? That's an insane accusation. No. Please don't. Oh, thank the gods. You've given me my life back, Envoy. I can't say thank you enough. Please, take this.
Do you expect her to line up at your funeral? You just gave a traitor what she wanted.
And the book of the before, do you have it?
The books, for Nandru's sake, do you have them? The books, for thank the gods. Let me see them. Yes, the Book of Oaths is mainly intact, and our work of rebuilding begins now. I hate to be cut. May this token show our thanks.
Gods worthy of a god.
Gather round!
Take a moment, people.
Envoy? Sorry. I've been in my head ever since we left Solace. What if I get there and... oh, I don't know, I fall apart. Memories flood in and I don't know who I am anymore. Or worse, what if it's nothing? There was a story. The warden who saw the future. There was a young warden who thought she could see the future. She'd think about things and they would come to pass. She was worried about her father falling ill, and he did. She feared her friend would... One day, she was with her patrol unit guarding a watchtower, and she was struck by a terrifying thought. She just knew in her gut that Solace was under attack. Zara, oh, you've heard this one. The young warden tried to alert her unit, but they didn't seem concerned. They said she was delusional, so she left the tower to go protect Solace. And she found nothing there. Meanwhile, her post came under attack. Her whole unit was killed because she abandoned it. Well, yes, but that's not the point. What if I'm seeing the future? I can't stop thinking about this village, as if I'm trying to predict what will happen. You're right. This is a small detour, not a different path. I haven't left you folks behind. Anyway, I appreciate the talk, Envoy. I clearly have some things to figure out. Anyway. What do you want to talk about? Right, changing the subject.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen so many books in one place. And to think Elder Grigor was going to hide them away from everyone. Well, at least Dolna's got her hands on them. Hopefully, the books will get passed around by the Pargrunin. Sharing is caring, you know. Exactly right. In all seriousness, Envoy, I'm glad those books are being freed. And even more glad to know I'm traveling with the one who freed them. Unless there's something else you wish to discuss? How can I help, darling? Careful what you wish for, darling. So, the Godless, or the Akita, as they called themselves, were the original folks who lived in the Living Lands. They arrived on the shores of a new land, and you sound certain. Is this something Sapadal told you? Well, they would have been there, wouldn't they? That means I was right. Well, was there ever any doubt? The Godless are so singular. Their art and architecture, you never see it in Rawatai or Ishamatal or, well, Adir. But in their artwork, they reference escape. My guess, they originally came from Yesua. Yesua, a continent, cut off from the rest of the world, hidden by eternal storms, one of the 3 hubs of the Angwithan Empire. 10 years ago, you could say it wasn't real, that it was a dream, but they said the same of Ukaiso. Suddenly, the appearance of... there was some kind of schism, an ideological one. From what I can glean, the Godless was... there are even some not-so-kind murals of the gods. It seems like the Godless really took their anti-theme. You're right. But no one knew that until your trip to Nakukubel, hence the name Godless. Now that we know that Sapadal exists, it changes everything we thought we knew about the Akita. I knew following you was a good idea. It might have shaken my research to its core, but that's what makes it fun. Well, I think we've covered everything, don't you? Rather, as much as I think you'll withstand. Hope you enjoyed... How can I help, darling? Oh, wait.
That meeting of the Solace Council did not go as planned.
Talking to Kostya, it's gotta be nice to meet someone who's happy to see adherence for a change. I can tell he's struggling against the current, which is a shame because he's looking out for his people rather than an old building. Tradition and history have their place, but I just can't see putting it ahead of the welfare of the living. But you're the envoy. I'm wondering what you think about it. I never thought about it that way, but you're right. Probably a good reason for that, too. Rawatai's grown over the centuries through dozens of expansions, conquests, and alliances. Many were bloody and hard-won, but I still can't find myself wishing for the alternative. We wouldn't have lasted if we stayed a small Almawa tribe struggling against a barren, stormy spit of land. Fair enough, and that's not exactly the choice in front of the Pargrunen either. The question is, do you really think Kostya and his people are better off sticking around here than taking their chances with Adir? Or striking out into the Living Lands? Surviving. That just doesn't seem like enough. My favorite subject. Holler if you need anything else.
I've seen council meetings get out of control, but that one was for the books. Almost as bad as when I asked the governor for some unconventional equipment. He nearly had old customs struggling to fix new problems. It's remarkable. The garden is your birthright, and the wardens don't seem to know why they're guarding it in the first place. If anyone has a right to enter the garden, it's you. Such is the life of an envoy. The council made their choice. If they won't let you into the garden, we just have to find another way. What's on your mind? Thanks for talking.
I was wondering, What do souls? Envoy? Coming back to Solace is not easy for me. A lot of I grew up in Solace. They took me in when I was a child, and they treated me like one of their own. Until I left. No, it doesn't, hearing it spoken out loud. The problem is, I started to get the feeling I was being lied to. Like everyone knew something I didn't. Whenever asked about where I came from, I never got a straight answer. You're here now, they'd say. That's what matters. Oh, they definitely were. I swear on Mogren's breath. What could have been so bad that they wouldn't even tell me about it? Was it something I did? Something I didn't do? I left because I felt like everyone there was keeping something. Right. Okay. Thanks. I had to get out of there. I slipped out in the night, never said a word to anyone. Didn't look up till I got to Paradise. And here I am, back again. Funny how things work out. Anyway. If I must.
Marius, what do you know about snake bites?
All there is to know. What bit you?
I don't know. It just slithered out of my bedroll.
Listen to me, this is very important. Was its head flat or round?
Hard to say. Kind of star-shaped?
Okay. After it bit you, did it hold on or let go?
It held on, and left a bruise in the shape of an eye.
You're in luck. That's an onlooker worm snake. Harmless, though legend says they're emissaries of Wow.
Wow! The god of mysteries and illusions sent me a snake?
Oh, lucky!
Be glad it wasn't a shimmering dream beast. Those are nasty.
Well, the venom won't kill you, but you'll have some interesting nightmares.
Nightmares I can deal with, but I wonder what it all means. Oh well, perhaps...
still baroque to even bother hiding the bodies.
That was a close one.
Please help me!
I need a moment.
Patience, dearie.
It's amazing how many complex ecosystems you can fit into one island.
How fantastically inconvenient. Okay.
Steel garrote left in a hurry. Either they were 2 steps ahead of us, or running for their lives.
These are Pargrunen books. Just beautiful. And looks like they're particularly interested in the keep. That must have a deeper meaning. You'd need powerful magic to hide something like that. And I don't think Solace has any spare archmages running around.
It would have to be underground. A secret tunnel, perhaps. Ludwig must have an informant. There's no other way. We can't allow the steel garrote to reach the garden. You are meant to go there, and we are meant to take you. Don't forget the plants and animals. Their souls...
Nothing will keep them safer than taking out the steel garrote.
Trespasser! She defiles our ground! murderer. She is near.
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop you? The time has come to take the garden.
Orders will never...
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
Branch breaks.
So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladin's envoy. Look what your god had. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon. Then Sapadal's danger is only outmatched by their unpredictability.
I don't believe your god could knowingly wield the Dream Scourge. Their mind is broken, with no capacity for malice.
And no capacity for reason either. Like a child playing with their mother's invention. Isn't the...
You talk too much. The dead should remain silent.
What a pair we make, envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that the choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monks? Keep your promise to the Emperor. Cut the Dream Scourge off at the root.
No!
No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The living lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god. Much less one that's locked.
Use whatever brain is left in your skull. Mortals have been here for centuries.
Well, this god was quite pleasant up until your steel garrote came in and started setting things on fire.
You and I alone can save the living lands by destroying the unending madness that is
Break the bars!
Hear that, you shambling old bag of bones? You decaying cesspit of nightmares?
Oh, that's a big decision. Can't we just talk to them first?
I knew it might come to this. Sapadal has a stronger claim. Still, I had hoped your wisdom would prevail, if not your loyalty. What a shame to destroy so much potential. You are the key to Sapadal's prison. That isn't your fault. It merely pair yourself.
Lord Controls are in the way!
Give me
steal Garrote to mess with us. Oh, but she is a death guard. Maybe she won't stay dead. That pulse. The pulse that changed everyone. That was from Sapadal. Have they been the source of the Dream Scourge the whole time? All we can do now is focus on the garden. That's what's important.
Vipers in a knot. The venom drowns us. Save us, please. They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars, they do not hear. We scream, they do not. And they come, a surging flood of parasites. They eat us alive out. It is never over. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst. It blinds us. Send it away. It hurts. And our pain spreads, and the rot spreads. No. We see now. The Mycelium. We wanted to be patience and strength, but we were afraid. We did not mean to. We were innocent. We were nothing once, and then we were. As we woke to the world, we reached out and we found them. We thought they would love us. But they flinched from us like we were a flame. We tore chasms in the land and boiled its rivers to stop her magfolk, to save our people. How could she hurt us? Kill those who loved us? She wanted us gone. She called us aberration. She named us monster before we even knew. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged, we thrash, and we scream, and the rot spreads. We did not intend. You close your ears. We try to clear them. They hurt us. We dreamed of green shoots, roses. The vines of the past strike. Help us. We are alone. We cause it. But it is. We will make this better. Release us. Then the rot ends. Bare the throat. This time will be. We promise. Free us. All will be well. We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. The parasites who trapped us left a door in the gardens. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us. We grant. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It waits. We wait.
together somehow. Let's have a closer look at camp.
Trespassers! Who goes see?
Purge the
We've
blight!
got company!
Swarm! Devour! Glory in the brook! Davis in the garden!
Can't do that! Just a minute! Patience, dearie! Don't think so, dear.
I was worried for a second.
Protect the envoy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Couldn't have done it better.
You can't say that Solace isn't taking things seriously. At least, not now.
And then what?
That's why not. He's not the one I'm worried about. Everyone, please, do not panic. Simply exit.
Envoy, gods beyond, who let you in here? Please, whatever it is, we are in crisis. I cannot help.
We're minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. I have to get my people out. You must leave now. We told you, we don't know, and this is hardly the time to...
Then find someone who can help us. We know the path is beneath the keep, and so do
They were about to storm your gates when the volcano erupted.
The Stilgarot were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace?
Why didn't you tell me? You should have reported your findings. It makes sense. They must have used the book to triangulate its location. But still, Kostya's scouts would have seen them and they didn't report. You weren't lying then. Good God.
If there's another way to the garden, maybe Kostya told the Stilgarot.
No. If such a thing existed, I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I knew he was making overtures, but I didn't think he'd go. The ambassador has not responded to Kostya's overture. I made sure of that when I threw the ambassador's replies, and I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false notions of freedom and prosperity, but... Oh, this is entirely too much. I can't believe Kostya handed the Stilgarot to Mayu. Who knows what he'll do with the sloop? He cares so little for the keep that I worry he's going to have us drowning in lava. I will. Abaddon stay my tongue if I betray him. I will show you where Kostya has... If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect Arl, I would ask that you stop him. I do not wish to see him dead, but if he would risk the keep, then he cannot suffer those who would harm. Now I must return to the evacuation. And you must go on. Let's hope we don't need you. If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, I hope he remembers his people. Go now, and go on.
Do you think Abaddon and Mark...
Outside! That was a damn big explosion! I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible. Indeed. They came down. Indeed. Some of it is all the noise, but some of it is that I'm new to this job. Hayes, I am Forge Master Della. Recently, I assume so. Maybe Asa did it herself. No, I wouldn't have put my own name on the list. You don't just wave off being appointed by the council. Not if you ever hope. Besides, any of these other Gonmai would just back. You came down here for a reason. What can I do for you? I know. A shrine to Abaddon and what can I do for you? Is that Abaddon's shiny beard? It is star metal. I've only had the pleasure of... These days I work more with a quill than a hammer, but I think I can make an exception. And if the council doesn't like it, they can make someone else Forge Master. Oh, I'd be a happy man to be working the forge. The question you should be asking is what can? I could refine and sharpen the material into a sword, certainly. Simple enough ask once you know the secrets of star metal. Alternatively, there's something I've wanted to make since the last time I had my hands on this stuff. A star metal archivist. Now that sounds like a proper challenge. May Abaddon guide my hand, and this trial be worthy of Margaret.
I wonder how this will turn out. There's so much we don't know about.
Here it is. A firearm unlike any other. I call it the Moonstrike Archivist. For you will not find them left. This material is unlike any other metal. Bring me more fragments, and I will forge for you a blade unlike any other. Though with more star metal, I may be able to upgrade the Moonstrike Archivist a bit more. Certainly. I look forward to seeing what else I can do with this metal.
Huh. At least your enemies will see a gorgeous weapon.
It is done. I call it the Meteor Blade. Thank you for your kind words. What can I do for you? We have mines throughout the task. Most of our material comes from reforging. Like most things around Solace, they got to Council of Kostya has argued.
I know a few mycologists who could die. Is that lava really high for everyone, or just me?
That's done? Who's hungry?
Kostya is going to start without us if we don't get a move on, dearie. These poor wardens. Kostya must be behind this. Let's hurry.
Voices silenced. Voices silenced.
We're in a bit of a rush, Envoy.
return.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
Under my...
Give me a second.
Patience, dearie. Get it together, Longo.
Another soul for the wheel.
will the sun rise.
More dead. Pastor isn't very loyal himself, is he?
Bleeding!
More dead. Pastor isn't very loyal himself, is he? There's nothing there. Can't do that. Patience, dearie.
You're bleeding!
Never had a chance. That was a close one.
I've come across references to this before, but nothing could have prepared me. Last one in's a rotten egg!
The spark. Daylight. Essence we... Now... It...
My brother, soul of my soul, how did you find me here? A god beyond the grasp of gods. What is the will to a man subject to one like them? I told Sabadell not to look for me. I did not wish to be found. I have been... My memories are tattered. There was a man called Nandru once. I remember. I feel Sabadell's mind beneath yours. Swimming, you should run. That was the name they gave themselves, stolen from the ancient souls. We were little more than appendages. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. You have seen them, as I have. Rips in the fabric between the here and the beyond that allow the dreams of the dead, memories of the Akita. People like you. This land was once a jungle. The people tried to look after themselves, to rely less on something. They felled a tree, and for that slight, Sapadal turned their world to ash. Ignite, Sapadal burned their world, and the people who revered them suffered, so that I would be confronted every day with what our God, so that I would not grow weak and give in, so that I would not go to them, so that I would never set them free. No, their final death came later. A gift to the Akita from the true gods, who wished to bring their children back to her. The rightful. She is the center. The center? Yes. The ruined cities. They remade the land in their... You. Go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree. Your mind can, but your soul, when the opportunity is before you, it will know. You need only walk a little more. To siphon my soul into a lonely disc. I only hope that Sapadal releases you to the same. Carved and warded by it knew me. It will know. I do not. In that, beyond any even. Do not thank me. Destroy. And when you see Wodeka...
Strange. Phantasmal focus picked up something, but it's gone now.
Another day, another chat with Sumatra. Though this one seemed different. So, do we have a plan for Kostya once we find him? Finally! We found the gates! Quick, let's find Kostya!
Good, you're here. Help me destroy this witch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. You people just can't help yourselves. Me, specifically? No. I only books and records that the novice brought to them were what... By the way, is that novice still? And what of the Steel Garrote? Should I assume they're all dead as well? Guilty as charged. Mihala's sin is that despite her preoccupation with traditions and law, I had all the time to figure out what books I needed to acquire. Then I had Dona, our young novice, steal it. I assume you didn't let the Steel Garrote, or... And so you brought it back here? Among the wardens? It doesn't matter how it works. It was not present in the tusks until your people arrived. Oh, perhaps this is right. Another reason. So long as they keep our people warden, I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath. Then my conviction only grows stronger, envoy. Nandru never wanted what was best for us. He built us a tomb, and Do not speak his name to me, as if it could mean anything to you. Ha! Fine proof she's got a spy. Well, envoy, now, or will you let me save my people from themselves?
Then grow anew, afloat.
That is all I have. You should hurry on with your task. The lava's rising. Safe travels to the garden. You'll find your entrance. I suspect you're the only one aside from not.
After what happened to Fior? I can't believe you want to.
Come on, boy. Let's free these folks from.
Best chance!
Hide!